Standard 10th Science and Technology Part 2, Chapter number 2, Life Processes in Living Organisms. In this process, we are going to study the energy production in the living organisms. In this, the first step was the process of glycolysis, and the second step is the tricarboxylic acid cycle or citric acid cycle. It is also known as Krebs cycle because it is discovered by Hans Krebs. Therefore, we are going to call it also as Krebs cycle. Now, in this process, the pyruvic acid which is produced in the process of glycolysis, that is utilized here, and here this pyruvic acid combines with the coenzyme A in the cytoplasm only, and there is the formation of acetyl coenzyme A. In this process of formation of acetyl coenzyme A from pyruvic acid, nicotinamide adenine dinucleotide gets reduced to form NADH2, and in this process 3 ATP molecules are produced in the electron transport chain. Now this acetyl coenzyme A gets entry into the mitochondria, and in that mitochondria already there is the oxaloacetic acid is present. This oxaloacetic acid is 4 carbon compound, acetyl coenzyme A is 2 carbon compound, and these two combine to form the citric acid. From this citric acid, water molecule is removed out, and due to which it is converted into cis aconitic acid. Again hydration takes place to form isocitric acid. That means from citric acid to isocitric acid. This step is completed, and from this isocitric acid again isocitric acid is reduced to form NAD to NADH2. In this process, carbon dioxide molecule is removed out. Again, this process forms or transforms this isocitric acid to alpha ketogluteric acid. From this alpha ketogluteric acid, succinyl coenzyme A is formed. Here again NAD is converted into NADH2, and acetyl coenzyme A group is attached to this. Therefore, there is formation of succinyl coenzyme A. Again, from this succinyl coenzyme A, now again phosphate group is removed out. So, there is the formation of GTP from GDP. That means guanosine diphosphate molecule comes in contact with this succinyl coenzyme A. It gets one phosphate group from this, and there is formation of guanosine triphosphate. This is equivalent to 1 ATP molecule. In this process, the acetyl coenzyme A group is removed out from this compound, and therefore there is formation of succinic acid. From this succinic acid, fumaric acid is formed. Here, reduction of this flavin adenine dinucleotide takes place. Therefore, there is formation of FAD to FADH2. Next, this fumaric acid gets hydrated to form malic acid. Then malic acid again gives 2 H atoms to the NAD molecule, and therefore there is again reduction of this NAD molecule to form NADH2, and due to such removal of hydrogen atoms from this malic acid, there is formation of oxaloacetic acid. Again the oxaloacetic acid reacts or combines with the next acetyl coenzyme A molecule, and again the cycle is continuously taking place. As in this process, the citric acid is the first carbon compound or the first compound. Therefore, this acid is also known as citric acid cycle. This acid contains 3 carboxylic acids group. Therefore, Also, it is called as tricarboxylic acid cycle. It is discovered by Hans Krebs, therefore named as Krebs cycle. Likewise, this TCA cycle completes inside the mitochondria. Now, net ATP production is here at 4 steps: 1, 2, 3 and 4. NAD is converted into NADH2. All these NADH2 molecules go at the electron transport chain, that is ETC, and at that electron transport chain, which is located at the inner membrane of the mitochondria. When the NADH2 molecules reach up to that level, then the hydrogen atoms are transferred. That means actually electrons are transferred and potential difference is created. Due to that creation of the potential difference, at every stage 3 ATP molecules are produced. Therefore 4 into 3 ATP molecules, that means 12 ATP molecules are produced. Again, 1 GTP is produced, which is equivalent to 1 ATP. Therefore 1 ATP from this GTP. And at this stage, from succinic acid to fumaric acid conversion, FAD is converted into FADH2, that will form 2 ATP molecules. Therefore 12 plus 1 plus 2 will be equal to 15 ATP molecules from 1 molecule of pyruvic acid. Okay, then as we know that in glycolysis, from a single molecule of glucose there is production of 2 pyruvic acids. Therefore from 1 pyruvic acid 15 ATPs, then from 2 pyruvic acids there will be 30 ATP molecules will be formed. And in the process of glycolysis, we have studied earlier that in the process of glycolysis actually there are 2 ATP molecules are utilized and 4 ATP molecules are produced itself in the glycolysis process, but at one stage there is formation of NADH2. This NADH2, 2 molecules are produced, and from that 3 by 3, that means 3 into 2 ATP molecules are produced, that means 6 ATP molecules are produced. 6 plus 2, that means 8 ATP molecules are produced in this process of glycolysis, and these 8 ATP molecules are considered here. That means 30 ATP molecules from this pyruvic acid into the entire Krebs cycle. This process will produce 30 ATP molecules and 8 ATP molecules in the glycolysis. In all, we will get 38 ATP molecules from a single glucose molecule. Thank you.